This episode was recorded live at ETH Denver in the podcast studio. Thanks so much to Dan and Aaron and the rest of the podcast crew at ETH Denver. We rolled for 2 hours and rotated guests in and out. And this episode includes 4 overlapping interviews with Dewufi from Airstack, Brian from Unlonely, Matthew from Event, and Toady Hawk from the Noun Square in Yellow. Enjoy.
So
Yeah,
we're here
adjust
with
the
Du-
volume.
by the way, we're here with Dewufi.
On the mic, you can adjust the volume.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's nice.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
So we're here. This is Dewufi. For those who may not know, here's Dewufi from Airstack, and we're so excited to have you here because you are one of our favorite chatters. You're a regular chatter. We have a few regulars, and they make it so worthwhile. I can't even begin to tell you because we said this earlier with talking to Jesse. Is like we don't have a show if nobody watches. Like it's just us, we'd just be talking to each other. So having the chat has been incredible. The chat has been like, it gives us such energy to keep going. And especially because I usually cannot pay attention to the chat and what I'm doing at the same time. Adrienne will be, and she'll alert me to things. But also anytime you shoot things up, so within the Unlonely chat, you can, there's a setting where you can type something in and then it floats up. So that's the only things I ever see, and it's always you. It's always you, and it's so funny.
100% of the time, it's me. Yeah.
It's always you, and it's
I'm trying to get your
hilarious.
attention specifically because Adrienne.
That's the way you get my attention.
Yeah. If I want to say something to you,
That's
and
the way
I
you
have
get
to
me.
blast it. If I just want to
Yep.
get Adrienne's attention, she's watching the chat.
She's
So
watching the chat. I can't watch it.
that,
I can't watch it. It's too much. I can't because I'm handling the links. She handles the chat. But amazing. And so we want to just talk to you about what you're doing here at ETH Denver. I want to hear about Airstack. I want to talk to you about woofs and that experiment because it's really cool. And then also just talking about like what Airstack is doing with frames. So let's start first. Like you're here at ETH Denver. You guys are talking about Airstack. Do you have a booth or anything, or are you just kind of
No, I'm
mix
better.
and mingle?
I'm better uncaged.
This is not unsurprising.
Yeah, unhinged and uncaged is my energy. So that.
Have you met Brian? I'm just kidding.
I have.
Speaking of unhinged and
Do
uncaged.
we, do we need a
Do we know if he got in?
Do we need a Dewufi v. Brian Pearl contest?
Oh yeah, we definitely do. That would be fun.
We'll smash. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
would
that
totally
popular.
smash it.
Yeah, I'm not that popular.
Oh, I don't know. I think you'd smash it. I think you would.
So?
Yeah, I would bet on you. I would totally bet on you.
I mean, I do have this weird affinity for. Oh, I mean, we were in the Cassie's game. We were in the Hunger
Yes.
Games together, and I.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute. Hold on. Yeah, we'll come back to Airstack in a second. Mr. Psyops. And I kind of knew it was. So there was 4. So let's step back. When group chats launched, Cassie launched an experiment. And it was also kind of a let's test some features and see how things work and play around and things like that. But it was basically you voted out half the group every 24 hours, right? Or it could speed up. There were ways to speed it up at the end. And it was really interesting. So I was taking a very interesting strategy of like, I would vote early and then not say anything. And it worked very well until the end. So then there's 4 of us left. And it's you and VK, me and Alex. And we were talking and Dewufi's like, how about, why don't you talk about what you suggested, if you remember? I know it was a while ago. So you suggested something. It was like, we're gonna vote. What was it? We're gonna just vote for each other. That's what it was.
So,
you vote for this person. You vote for that person. I was like, okay. I said, and Alex and I are in the background going, I think this is a psyops. I think what's going to happen is I'm like, yeah, but I said, I think we might be able to outrun it. We might be able to beat them if we move fast enough. But we didn't move fast enough, and you guys beat us and then kicked us out.
I had pretty strong. VK was very strong, and I actually wasn't playing the game really at all. And then someone went after Erica. And
that's right.
I had been talking with Erica. I was like, I don't think that's okay to go after the newbie, and I decided to like get heavily involved in the game for like the last couple of rounds. But yeah, I wanted to see what would happen if we mess with Cassie's incentives. So I do have that weird like I like to mess with games and see what happens. So I don't know. Me versus Brian might be interesting, but I don't think it's.
It was fun. It was really fun. I really liked the game.
It was good. It was stressful though.
It was a little stressful. It was stressful, but it was fun.
Are you
It was a lot of fun.
good chaotic?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say
Neutral chaotic?
Yeah, I think July pegged me as chaotic golden retriever energy, and I told that to my wife, and she lost it. She's like, "Oh my god,
Nailed it."
Yeah, how does he know you like that? Like, we talked a couple times.
That's what I call my actual brother, as opposed to my nounish brother. My actual brother, we call him a golden retriever puppy. That's his energy level.
Yeah.
all times.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fun. That's really
Unhinged
funny.
and uncaged.
Really funny. Uncaged. All right, let's step back to AirStack and what you all are working on. I really want to talk about what have you been doing with frames and talk a little bit about those experiments and things you're working on.
Yeah, so I guess 40,000 feet first, AirStack. We're a data indexer. Composability APIs is sort of the tagline, so that you can get data from wherever you need on the blockchain, and particularly strong in social and identity. So we've made big bets on Farcaster, Lens, and a couple others, but since the frames sort of take off, we've been leaning very heavily into that. I think it's a clear kind of zeitgeist shift in terms of what a frame is, what it means for developer distribution, why community that Dan built is important. So leaning into those things, we started running a bunch of no-code experiments because we think it's I'm very lucky that Jason agrees and sort of he believes very deeply in that show don't tell sort of marketing ethos. So we have a lot of different ways to showcase channels and people that follow it. You can showcase your own NFT collection. You can showcase every noun's owner if you wanted to, and then you can either highlight like their specific noun, or you can flop it to their their PFP and have it sub. So there's all these sort of different ways you can remix it now. But this is all really with the goal of showcasing like what's capable with the data, because it's so hard to sometimes picture it in your head. There's really nothing out there like AirStack. This is all just ways that we show and try to like spark these sort of like joy and interest in developing something for the developers that, I want to do that, but something slightly different. Yeah, come
That's
talk
cool.
to me here, Alex. And that's the idea and the goal.
That's really cool. And it was, what was there was a recent one that you guys did that was the first one that kind of went off that was, I'm trying to remember what it was exactly, but it was really cool. There was an experiment with the frame, and you was it your reputation or something like it was connecting your followers and your reputation or something like that. Can you talk?
There's been a couple.
What was that one?
There's been a couple of things like that. We have like on-chain graph and on-chain score, but we did some we did a lot of like proof of personhood, because like if you have tokens, if you've been to IRL POAPs, if you have
it was all the
followers.
connections. That's what it was. Yeah, it was all the connectors.
So, we work with Expect and TP on their spam filters with the same thing. So it's interesting how like the stuff that we've been working on. If you're interested in like identity, which we very heavily are, V1 for that was separating XMT MP inboxes so that your friends can message you and other people can't. But it turns out that exact same tech stack works for gating frames for bots that were hammering, the mint button. So it's all really, the social graph, it's all sort of connected.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how we use it.
That was really cool, and I remember looking at mine, going, "Yep, that tracks." It was like, it was all like, it was all either nounish or they were, people I really close with.
You're actually really fun to highlight too, because you're one of the few people that like has a very strong community presence on chain, right? Like, it's very clear who your best friends are on chain. So I really like demoing you.
My POAP collection is unmatched too. It's like insane. It's kind of so insane.
Good. Yeah,
it's really funny. Yeah, that it's kind of fun. Somebody else used me for an example for something like that too, and it was really funny. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's really cool. It was Zor. I think it was Zor. So it was Zor. Did you have any questions for Doofy? I'm like kind of monopolizing.
Well, I did see, I guess, Beta Shop posting a few new frames were showing it's the attendees of ETH Denver who own certain NFT collections, I think.
Ooh,
yeah.
And it was like, here are the people from Purple who are also at ETH Denver. But what was interesting, I think you could always get this information from a query or API, but in the frame, now you're seeing like the PFPs. I'm such a visual person. So you're sitting across from me, but all I see are 3 green circles.
and they're moving around like this.
And
so this is why I walk around with this bag.
Smart.
Right, so that it's a one of one. You can't have it. But this is why
I have my Fox.
And that's what she's her Fox. Just so you know us when you see us.
To my PFP.
When you see us, you'll know.
But it was just so cool. It was like, okay, yeah, that's the data. But then to add the visual element and also where I'm already at, which is my Farcaster feed.
Yeah.
It's
nice. Yeah, it's nice to be able to click through it. And I think we're working with Sheldon on his game now, Gold, and like. These things start to sort of replicate where it's like, you could...
Wait, step back. What are you working on? What is it?
You know Sheldon, right? Sheldon, and he's working, he dropped his game, he's got gold chain for his Crop.xyz.
Okay.
I don't know if you follow how...
I missed this one. I don't know this one.
So he's building the first gaming L3 off base.
Really?
And I'm shocked Jesse didn't tell you about it.
Cool. No, I mean, we had a zillion things to talk about.
I'm sure. No, I'm actually...
Yeah, but that sounds very cool.
So we'll be indexing that, and the whole point, it's like, sure, you could get anyone to index it, but because Airstack has the Farcaster data, and you want to put it in a frame, and you want to make it visual so you can see your friends list with the PFPs and all this other stuff that we're all used to now. That's some of the more interesting stuff that I think we're kicking off these days.
Amazing. That's really cool.
And
Okay,
he dropped
we've got,
roses today. You can go mint roses for free if you go follow Sheldon.
what? Wait, what? We can?
Yeah,
Oh my
he's
God.
handing out roses, so I highly recommend getting some roses.
We can mint a rose?
A plot of roses, like Farmville roses.
I got to go look for that.
We'll
I
go-
got to
yeah,
go look for
talk
that.
about
So this has been the hardest thing is being here. I feel disconnected from Farcaster, like from Warpcast. Like I'm missing things, and I never miss things. Like it's very rare that I miss things like that are big and trending, and I've missed so much. She had to fill me in. I missed her whole team, her whole
You
game.
got my basketball.
Did you see the basketball thing? The top shot. What was it called again? Drop shot. What is it?
March Madness?
March Madness game that she did, and she went up against Woj, DF, and somebody else. Who was the other one? Tiago.
I saw DF.
And she won.
Yeah.
I'm not
Ask him
surprised.
how his basketball game is.
I'm sure it's weak.
Ask him how it feels to lose to a 5 foot,
No, lose to a girl.
5 foot fox.
5 foot fox. He's a tall guy too. No excuses. I'm not surprised.
I wasn't surprised either, but they underestimate her always. I'm like, if there's ever a Pearl game where she's involved, you better bet on her. I'm telling you, because she
100%.
will kill it.
I'm willing to throw my own game if they put me
I
up
mean,
against Adrienne. I will
like
bet on her.
she will win. She will
Yeah.
win. So here's the funny thing: our next guest, it was Brian, I believe,
Yeah, but
right?
he's not coming.
And there's no way
I know.
he can't get in because he didn't get an ETH Denver pass.
Unlonely Brian.
Unlonely Brian, who we said
Yeah.
we're going to be at the podcast area in ETH Denver,
Yeah.
and he said yes,
Yeah.
and like knew we were going to be, and he's not, and it's just like the most on brand possible cancellation I've ever seen in my life, and it's kind of hilarious.
Should I call him on Telegram and see if he wants to dial in?
Oh my God.
And hold him up to the mic.
That would be funny. Yes,
See if he'll
you
answer.
should. Yes. Why don't you stay here and let's see if we can get him on the thing, and that would be hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. This is called We Mess with Brian. In this part of the pod, it's called Messing with Brian,
Hey, everybody.
who decided to not come. Who was supposed to be here right now. And then we have Toady, but I'm not sure. I haven't confirmed him, so let me see if he's coming too.
And
But
He's
Twitter of
talking about
Minds
the
later.
Gitcoin thing. You're on a panel with
Is
Tony.
yes, I'm on two. One at Gitcoin later
Yes.
today. That's at 2 o'clock.
Gotta plug
And-
yourself on your own podcast. I guess it's not live.
Yeah, I know it's not live, so it doesn't matter. This is later, and then later tonight we're doing Nouns Funds Community over in the Bidler Hub.
Yeah.
So we're doing something there too. So
Okay.
couple little things.
I'm doing my
And then,
best.
but the big thing is tomorrow morning is. Excuse me. You know you can get one of these shirts, but you know how you get one? You know how you get one?
No, because I'm
Go
missing
ahead.
it.
Tell him how you get one.
Karaoke. Proof of singing.
Proof of
Right
singing.
now?
No.
Nope. Tomorrow.
He's like
morning.
ready to go. He's like
Tomorrow morning.
play my
When? Where?
song.
Yeah,
At the event. Are you coming? Wait a minute. You're already signed up for it. Our
Yeah, of
GM
course.
Our
Farcaster
brunch.
event.
At our
Yeah.
brunch.
At a
Absolutely.
brunch.
I know,
At
I'm-
our brunch, I got a t-shirt
We have
for
two
you.
karaoke rooms
I've
in
been
the brunch.
saving my voice.
I know.
This whole.
I know you are.
time.
This
You
is
can
all,
ask out.
you're the reason you and Lynx are the reason we are having karaoke at the brunch.
And I finally got to meet Lynx at the unofficial
I heard.
Farcaster meetup.
The one we weren't invited to. Yeah.
Not invited is a strong term. I don't think anyone was invited.
I'm still-
7858.
I'm saying we weren't invited, and
For
I'm
divas.
blaming
We
Cameron for no reason whatsoever, just because.
We need
You know what?
invites.
You need invites.
I'm a diva now.
I didn't realize that we were blaming Cameron. I'm now on board.
Are you on board?
Yeah, I'm
We're
on
not
board.
blaming you at all.
Oh, okay.
Not at
Let's
all.
blame Cameron.
Yeah,
together
we're blaming
then.
Cameron just for fun, just because.
I think he deserves it.
Yeah, we didn't even know he was coming. I don't think he didn't even sign up to come to our event. Like, what's up? What's
I
up
don't
with
know.
him?
Cameron can do no wrong.
I know we love
It
Cameron.
just-
We adore Cameron.
I
That's
had
what we're just
breakfast
giving
with
him.
Cameron. He goes, I don't want to meet crypto people. I want to meet Farcasters. So I was like, okay, that's all.
I agree. Well, I agree. And I had breakfast yesterday morning with Lynx,
Okay.
and then Heavyweight, Erica, and Grace and Oxford rolled in after he left. So I was there for a couple hours, just like, and it was the best. It's the best just to sit in those like quiet spaces and chill and talk about, not just crypto stuff, but talk about all the different, just get to know the people. Like,
Yeah.
what do you do? What do you like? All that kind of thing. Found out Erica makes pottery. I had no idea. That was cool. I was like, oh wow, that's really cool.
You would know that if you watched Love on Leverage.
I did kind of know that. I do remember that now, and I did watch that episode because we were talking about that yesterday too. That was amazing. That was one of my favorite episodes of all time of Love on Leverage. That was great.
Yeah, she's a
Um, Speaking of Brian, so this is the Brian part of the podcast when Brian's not here.
Well, I'm just about as tall.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm half as Asian. So I think
I'm half Asian, so we've got one.
we're fine. We got one.
There's enough. We've got a whole
enough
Brian's worth of Asian. We have a whole Brian's worth of Asian at this
This is
table.
me and Adrienne's bonding moment at Farcon 1. We're like, oh, of course.
Yeah. How many? Yeah.
Dying. I'm
Should
dying.
we give him a call, see what happens?
Yeah, give him a call.
should.
Let's see what happens. Let's see if he answers. It'll be fun. I wonder if they, Grace was going to also do a podcast, an Unlonely stream from the hot tub. I don't know, at the Unlonely house. I don't know if that ever happened, but we have to find out.
I don't know where it's coming out.
Let's see if he says anything. We're calling Brian right
I don't
now.
think I've ever called Brian.
I didn't even think of it. It was a really good idea.
Yeah.
We should probably.
He must be in the hot tub.
We should probably just text Grace.
If you want to find Brian, going through Grace is
No.
not the worst idea.
We should probably just message Grace and be
Yeah,
like,
you
"Hey,
can
is
just
Brian
wait.
available? Is Brian available to take a call at the moment? Or is he supposed to be on a podcast?"
We could just bring her on. She's actually fantastic.
I don't know what I was thinking, but
Yeah.
we did a whole show
Oh.
with her. So
He's at gate 1. Someone passed him a badge.
okay, so he's on his way. Tell him to come. Tell him to ask somebody where the podcast area is. This is hilarious.
Pick up the phone.
And just you feel free to stay when he gets here because I think.
Well, I might need to go give him a
You-
badge, otherwise I'm not sure he's getting in. Is the situation?
You want to go try to find him for us and give him and how do we get a badge from someone?
Oh, he wants us to get him a badge.
Yeah.
I thought you said he did get a badge from somebody.
No,
And
Adrienne's about to send me on a side quest.
Can you pass me a badge? I'm at gate 1.
I love the idea that
And
like
I
he
said,
doesn't.
pick up the phone. DeWoofy's calling you.
He doesn't. Like the idea that he doesn't know that it's me here, right? So like he's actually asking one of you personally to like leave the podcast booth and like leave the other one alone. to go give him what your badge.
And then we can't get back in.
Exactly. That's what he's asking for right now.
I love this so much. It's actually better that he's not here.
What a legend.
It's actually going to be such a better episode that he's not here.
Did our intern oversleep and not show up today? And
Hold on, we'll tell him we'll send the
You guys have an intern?
No.
Oh.
But I need one.
Or tell him we're sending the intern. Oh, by the way, we don't have one.
If we had one, we would.
If
send
we
it.
had
he's
one,
in.
we'd send the intern.
He's in.
He's in? Okay.
Good.
Well, he'll be here momentarily.
Okay.
I'll hang on to
Oh
him.
my God, I'm dying. I'm absolutely dying. This is. Oh, you have to just to like
Oh, you gotta stay.
give him. You have to say hi and give him crap. You have to.
Of course.
It'll just be fun.
I'll stay. We'll hang out.
Yeah, totally. And then Toady Hawk is supposed to be rolling in at 11:15. We'll see if that happens because apparently he was out really late. I left them all at like 10.
I thought
I'm like, I'm out. I'm tired. Bye bye.
Polluter of Mind's supposed to roll through at some point as well, or is that
Yes.
Cody? Yeah.
Yep.
I saw
He's
him.
coming. Yep. He's 11:30. So we moved Chris Corella up. And then Toadie's taking the 11th. Here he is. Unbelievable. Over here. Over here, sir. Put on your headphones. I can't believe this. This is hilarious. Say it.
Wow.
Brian from Unlonely is here. He made it in.
Hello.
Hello. And DeWoofy.
hanging
Hello.
out.
Good to see you,
Hi.
man. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
There you go.
You guys.
Good to see you too, Brian. This is actually perfect.
I'm sorry
It
I'm
is-
late.
You're fine.
I didn't have
You're
my
fine.
pass.
I can't believe you made it.
I
can't
hopped
believe
the
you
fence at gate
Don't
one.
say
Sorry, okay. Just kidding. No, I have my pass. It's in my backpack.
Oh my God. Oh my
No, that was a
God.
joke. That was
Don't
a
worry,
joke.
it's not live.
That was a joke.
It's not live. No one will know until later this afternoon.
All right, that's
I'm
fine.
like, Doofy, just hang out because this is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. But we were like, this is so perfect that this is what happened. I actually love it. It was better than if you just showed up normally.
Very on brand.
So, very on brand. That's what we said. Very on brand.
We've said that 10
Very on
times.
brand. It's perfect. And we're like, he was going to call you on Telegram and we were just going to get you to come.
I was gonna come find you. I was gonna.
I was literally just like waiting. I shouldn't keep talking about this.
No, let's not talk about. We'll talk about that
Okay.
tomorrow offline.
All
We'll talk about it offline. But it was so funny when we were like, when you're saying sending somebody to gate 1 with a pass, we were like, we'll send the intern. We don't have an intern. And the movie's like, we have an intern. I'm like, no. I have an intern. Okay, let's talk about. So now that Brian's here, we're going to talk about Unlonely, and feel free to jump in, Doobie, and ask questions. too.
Unlonely is one of our official partners, so I was super. I've been waiting
Amazing.
for so long because they were like, there's how I got into Farcaster. It was like
Perfect.
Brian just hanging out on Unlonely with him. It was like
Let's go.
really 3 of us, like at the very beginning. Well, for me, it was the very beginning. I was like,
Yeah.
you guys have been working on it a while. But yeah, super pumped.
That's amazing. So that's actually perfect. So can you talk about how Airstack is integrating or working with Unlonely. Like, aren't you guys? Did you do something with the connection with Farcaster to make that?
It's identity stuff, right? So it's like having the badges appear. It's really just I
Right.
think they had a lot of the features already. Like you wanted to see who was on Lens or whatever, but we just made it a little easier. So save them some time. Lean team. Spend more time developing love on leverage. More bangers, less
more bangers.
features. Yeah, exactly. So
more bangers, less features.
Less dumb infrastructure stuff. More dating and live streaming. Just kidding. We appreciate Airstack. We appreciate the team.
And it's really cool. So you can
easy.
even have the little arches on there, so you can see who's on Farcaster and click on them. And
that's all genius stuff. We're just like JSON files. Like all the geniuses over on that side of the table.
Love it.
Team effort. Team effort.
And let's talk about Unlonely. That's what we stream on. We're not streaming live right now, but we streamed live this morning with episode 69, and it was a crazy shit show of fun. But it was crazy because we've never done it live together in a room, especially when we're manning. Like, this is much easier. We just had to like sit down, and there's like we just get to be talent today. Usually I'm like production. So that was so funny. You're always talent.
Talent's a stretch.
I'm sorry. That's talent in quotes.
You guys are talent.
And then
100%.
It was really funny though. We had a good time, but we love streaming on Unlonely. The reason we picked that approach rather than going, some other, we won't even name them, type of streams, was that we wanted that crypto infrastructure. Yeah, it's going to fall off. Don't worry about it. The crypto piece of it, being able to have people log in on base and chat, to me is really important. And then, it's going to fall. And then the piece with vibes as well, and being able to do that betting. By the way, I looked at my wallet the other day, and I'm like, I have 15,000 vibes. How did that happen? You know how that happened? Me just constantly trying to, during Love on Leverage, I just kept pushing. Like, I was like, when it was Jake, it was doing the degen. I was like, the reply guy down. I was like, 5,000. I was like, kept like throwing.
It's so easy to just do it when it's live. You just like
genius.
It's just
but
buttons.
I hate you. I looked at my wallet and I'm like, oh my god, I have way too many vibes. How did this happen?
They only go up. It's fine. It's not financial.
It's not financial
advice. Not a security.
Not a security. Just a token, a arcade token. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. They do only go up.
Fun arcade token.
It's a fun arcade token. But can you talk about talk a little bit about Love on Leverage? What is it, just for people who may not know? And then let's talk about what Unlonely's doing next. Like, what's coming next?
Yeah, so Love on Leverage is our dating show. And we basically, the way we think about it is every time we have a new feature that we're excited about, we use the show as a way to launch it. Just to like show people, hey, this is how we should use this, try to get attention. And that's been pretty good for us. Most recently, season 2 Love on Leverage, was pretty much like season 2 of Love on Leverage was just a launch announcement for our Vibes token. And the whole idea is I want the Vibes token to really be a part of the content of the live stream, and also vice versa. I want the content of the live stream to like power the Vibes token. So I really want to like connect those things together. So we experimented it by having bachelors and bachelorettes on the show. You guys have seen it, but I'm like, for the podcast, like we basically had like Legion, Coops, and cool people, and we would bring on like girls and guys to go on dates. And if at any point in time the chat or the audience was bored or didn't like the person on the date, they could sell all their Vibes tokens and dump the price to kick them off.
Now let's be honest. Sometimes it was you who was leading the charge to dump people. It's time. They're getting bored.
There was a little market manipulation.
Might have been a little bit. But I was
content manipulation.
But I will say that it did really happen when the chat was vibing with people. They were buying. They were like, "Yep, we like this. We want this. We want to keep seeing it. Go, go, go."
I remember,
and it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
In one of the episodes, the cool horse girl, she showed her feet for a second, and then immediately everyone just like pumped the price and started buying like so fast. It wasn't me. I was kind of disgusted, but I was also like, hey, protocol fees.
Wait, were you disgusted at the feet or the people buying the token? What disgusted?
No, the people buying the token, but also that's hilarious.
Like, it was hilarious. That's
it was hilarious. And yeah, so I think that to me is really exciting. I think we're onto something there. In terms of what we're doing next, I think like Love on Leverage was really fun to do, and we've had a great time doing it. But it's a lot of production work behind the scenes, and we want to start focusing on like more scalable endeavors. So I think like one thing that we're really excited about is I can actually demo this. We have a staging app, and basically it's a little slow, but basically in 2 buttons you can just live stream to Unlonely from your phone.
From your phone?
From your phone.
Oh my god, that's everything.
Yeah, so
that's everything.
Literally 2 buttons. And the goal there, and so we're also
Oh my
going to
God,
make
that's
it
perfect.
permissionless channel creation. So like one button, create a channel, one button, start live streaming on making it super easy. And so we want our next show to be here. I'll just show you. So like I go to my
That's
channel.
amazing. And Grace had mentioned that to me a little bit yesterday. We were talking. I hung out with her for a little bit, and she mentioned that you guys were doing. And I was like, "This is cool," but she didn't mention the mobile. So
Yeah,
that
so-
she didn't mention phone. Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, so that's like this is my channel. I say allow, and I press this play button,
Hey,
and
Hi.
now we're live.
we're
on the button.
live.
That's
Go
it.
say, hey, it's
Off my phone.
Amazing.
I'm gonna stop now. That's actually kind of cool. Maybe I should just like live
Really
stream
cool.
this.
Good
I don't
stream
know.
it. And we didn't want to. We were like, I don't want to bring my laptop and try to figure out how to live stream this. But if I had been able to do it with the phone, I totally would have done
Super
it.
easy.
We would have
Yeah.
just very easy put it up, and we would have done both at the same time. So
Yeah.
that's really really cool. I'm very excited about that.
The idea for the next show is like I want to try to get as like we're gonna do like a game. We want as many people participating in the game by live streaming. So instead of having just
Wow.
like one channel, I would love it for the OG Unlonely channels to also be a part of the game if you're interested.
Totally.
But
Oh,
basically,
I'm sorry. You want us to play a game? Us? We're not
Call us an
competitive
OG.
at all.
Did you just call us an OG?
We are OG.
Lonely channel.
We are though.
100%,
we are.
100%.
Yeah.
Like,
But
one
we're
of the
all
most.
absolutely we're in. I don't even know what the game is, and we're in. We're
Yeah.
totally in. And also, not only are
Ryan.
we in, we're gonna win. Period. Full stop.
Love
we're gonna
it.
win.
Yeah.
Can we do it as a team, like our Unlonely team? So not just us, but our
I was gonna say I'm gonna join their team because they're gonna win, and I'm not that competitive. So if they can
Yeah.
do,
You just
bring
we're
that
gonna just
energy-
let you roll it. Just come on with us.
Excellent.
We'll just roll you in. It'll be good. But that sounds incredible. I
Yeah.
am excited. And you know what I think we need to do is we need to roll some Nounish folks in and
I think
have
it'd be
them
fun.
play a little bit.
Yeah.
Get Toady in, but I'm going to be on team GM Farcaster. So
Thank you.
I just want to beat him at a game is really what it comes down to. I'm still mad about the sweatshirt from earlier. So that this sounds amazing. I'm really excited.
about it. I hope to have. I want to turn Unlonely multiplayer. I want to turn our next show into like having like 50 people streaming on at the same time, all competing in this game, slowly getting whittled down.
Let's not
wanna-
not break the Unlonely, please.
Yeah.
We're kind of I don't know if you know, but we're about to like basically put our whole lives on you. So there you go. So if you could
Okay.
not like break the thing, that would be great.
No. If
Well,
we do
no,
break
now
it,
you're
we
making me
will
nervous
fix it
again,
very
Brian.
quickly.
It's like,
You're
I would
making me
consider
nervous.
the idea.
if we do break it, it'll be fixed very quickly.
That's amazing though. So and that's just to let you know too. We're about to launch GM Farcaster Network.
Okay.
And some of those will be streamed live. We're going to expand what we're doing live on Unlonely, but we're also going to be doing more shows that'll be recorded as well, but they'll all be on base as well. And then on our I know.
Epic.
This is alpha. You guys are getting more of the alpha tomorrow. You're getting the real deets
And maybe-
tomorrow. Big time.
We should talk.
Yeah.
I have a podcast.
We're talking.
That works.
We're talking.
Oh.
So because we keep having people come to us and say, we want to do this, but we don't know how, and can you help us? And we want to launch a show, or they have an idea, or whatever. So we're going to help them do that.
Nice.
And some of it'll be, similar to what we do, and then others will be just recorded. But we're going to
Nice.
try and push as many possible to go and stream it on Unlonely.
The
and do
GM
it that way.
Farcaster media.
It's the
media
GM
play.
Farcaster Network,
Yeah. Hell
and
yeah.
there is a channel. There's a channel, but nothing's in it right now at the
I
moment.
suggested
Coming
Empire,
soon.
and she told me no. I had
I
to
like
go
the sound.
network.
I was gonna say conglomerate.
We'll get there. One
we'll
step
be
at a time.
conglomerating. Yeah.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm quitting my job and doing this full time. I'm
Actually?
not kidding you. Yes.
That's fucking dope.
yeah. This is
Hell
for
yeah.
real. This is for
I
real.
almost-
So,
Hell yeah.
and this is your fault. This is all your fault.
You're welcome.
Wait,
Let
I
me
almost
just-
broke my
I
microphone.
think what you meant
you
to
broke
say is
your mic,
thank
me
you.
too.
Yeah. You have been alluding to this and
Yeah.
dropping
No, it's
little
really happening. I
clues,
know. Because I
And
haven't
I-
actually
and you've not
fully
said
made
that
I know.
in public till just now.
Yeah.
We're here for the alpha.
Yeah. So I've said it like a little bit here and there, but yeah, it's pretty much after I knew once I came here I would know for sure.
Yeah.
I was like 96% there,
Yeah.
and I was like, we're doing this.
That's
We're
happening.
doing this. We're
Let's
doing it.
go.
It's happening. Yeah,
Oh.
it's
That's
happening.
awesome. That's actually
so,
really
and
exciting.
we're going to be expanding GM Farcaster to 5 days a week.
Okay.
We have different hosts for Tuesday and Thursday. Some of them might be wandering about here. You'll learn soon. We haven't solidified all that, but it's
Nice.
we'll talk about it more tomorrow. And
That
that
is
time will be at 11:30 Eastern, so that we get the West Coast folks. So that's excitement.
I just feel like this episode just got really, like this particular episode just got really, really,
Really
big.
interesting.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of wanted to wait for some of this discussion while Brian was here, because it's a big piece of our on-chain to online strategy.
I'm excited. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Isn't that great?
I'm super excited.
So we love what you're building, and we want to be just more of a part of it. So we're going to keep going, and we're really excited. about everything you're doing. We love promoting everything you're doing. I love low on leverage. I'm going to tell you right now. It was just fun. It's just
fun.
really fun. Both times, like both seasons were to me so fun. So fun.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it.
Are we getting Golden Bachelors anytime soon?
Are we getting
I'm
what?
not ready for that.
Are we getting Golden Bachelors?
The golden love on leverage.
Yes.
I said that to Grace. I'm like, when you get to golden love on leverage, maybe I'll jump in. But it's gonna take that. Like it's
Brian,
gonna.
know what that is?
Usually that's like
Is that
season 20. You
the
know when
one
the
for old
bachelors.
people?
Old
Yeah.
people. Exactly.
Okay. I just wanted to double check.
That's what you call us.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Yes.
The
Yes.
one for
People that are much older.
slightly
yes.
older.
Slightly older. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have to be age appropriate, and there's just not many. You can't find age appropriate men here. Trust me, they're
Grace
not
can
here.
find anything.
This is the thing.
That's
This
true.
is what I
If you're
think.
gonna sit out here and underestimate Grace, I'm sorry.
I'm never going to underestimate Grace.
Right,
True.
it's not.
She
that's not
is the queen of matchmaking. I
I'm
have
doing a
no
quick
doubt.
stand of the floor.
Yeah, take a look.
No.
No, not even a little bit.
No
So,
girls.
and I probably shouldn't be saying this recording because my dude he won't watch it. It's okay. But I might be replacing you. Sorry.
Who won't watch it?
Nothing. No one. Anyways, moving on.
We're getting off topic.
We're getting off topic.
Okay.
I don't see Toady, so we're just going to keep rolling for a little bit. But what else is going on with Unlonely that you want to talk about real quick in promo that we have coming up, or anything else from Airstack too that we want to share before we wrap this part?
I mean, I feel like we're launching new stuff. There's more big announcements coming today, so follow
Really?
Yeah,
You
follow
can't say it
Jason.
yet?
No, I'm not allowed to say it yet.
Damn
Where's
it.
Jason? Is he here?
Jason is
Somewhere.
he's flying around. I can't keep track of the man, but he's doing great work, and we oddly, like me and Alex, like the marketing BD guys, like we're the slower paced ones of
Really?
the team. Yeah, I feel like I'm usually pretty fast paced, and I can't keep up with Jason.
We were
Like,
talking about his shirt, his QR code
dude,
on his shirt.
he just walked
It's
in with
amazing.
these.
You
he
can
goes, "I
click
need a
it
favor."
and follow him on Farcaster because
I
it's
saw a
not his
picture of
QR
it.
code.
I thought that was
Yeah.
awesome. And the
Incredible.
guy's fucking fit.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Holy
Right?
shit.
Holy crap!
Don't
Yeah.
fuck with that guy.
He runs the.
Can I curse on this podcast?
Yeah. Yes. Normally we're on Unlonely, so you tell
Pussy
me.
bitch. Sorry.
Why you look at me when you say it?
No, I,
dog?
was just, I wasn't. Say, I don't. Well, should I looked at them instead?
I just like
you know?
out generally towards that
I
direction.
Just testing.
This is absolute perfection. I couldn't ask for anything better. It's amazing.
Can I tag someone
we
else?
should just tag him in because Toadie's
He's
not
ready.
here, so we can just
Let's-
tag Matthew in. Come on, Matthew. Come on in.
Hey, what's up,
Come on
Matthew?
in, Matthew. Matthew, come on in. We're gonna switch you out. We're gonna switch out
GM.
Jawoofy for
Yeah,
you.
no,
Take
no,
off
no,
your
no.
headphones.
Okay.
Now you can hang for a minute if you want, or you can
All right,
go
I'm
if you
done.
need to go.
I don't
Matthew,
know.
come sit down because Toadie didn't show, so Toadie's missing his spot.
Yeah,
Who asked me
what's up with
yesterday?
Toadie?
By the way, he asked me yesterday. He's like, "Can I come on?" And I'm like, "I don't have any spots available." And then this morning, I'm like, "I do. You can come at this time." Okay, cool. I'll be there.
Mm.
And it's his time, and he's not here. So instead,
Interesting.
Lean into your
10
just the
minutes
mic.
with Matthew.
I know we got. I know.
Farcaster.
GM Matthew. We're so excited that you are here. So we're like, hey, Matthew's here. Come on, just roll in. We are literally just rolling people in and out. And that's the way we decided to do this. And it's working great so far.
Nice.
So we're just going to keep going. And by the way, we're sponsored by Liquid Death. Did you know? Just kidding.
I'm kind of thirsty. Do you guys have any
There's one
extras?
right there. Grab that one right there. Take off your headphones first. And let's ask that guy if he can get a few more. Can we get a few more of these just ready for, yeah, that'd be awesome. Thank you so much.
That's awesome. You have a.
We have a, yeah,
Have
we
a
have a
guy.
camera. Say, wait,
We're
to the
not
camera.
streaming.
We have
We're
a
not
guy.
live streaming.
No, we never have a guy.
You have a
Everything's
guy
about
to
it.
get
Isn't he
water
great?
for
He's
you.
fantastic. He's been the podcast area here has been fantastic. They're awesome to work with. They've been phenomenal, helpful, and Liquid Death is sponsoring this whole space. Not particularly us. It's okay. You can have other beverages. It's not exclusive. Just make sure you lean in so we can hear you. And now you're here. Okay.
There he is.
Okay, Tony. Okay, Brian. No,
He
come on
looks
in.
weird without
Come on
his
in. We're gonna
sunglasses
roll you
on.
out. We're gonna roll
Okay.
you out,
Thanks
and
for
then we'll
having
have
me,
Toady come in. But
All right.
Thanks, Brian.
thank you so much for being here. That you made it. We're really
made
happy,
it.
and we're gonna see you tomorrow at the Farcaster party tomorrow night.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know. Someone did an RSVP.
Shut up.
See if we can get him off the list.
My bad.
Let me just tell you what happened. I don't know if you heard this part. He didn't have a pass to come in here, so that took a little bit of a moment when we knew that he was supposed to be here for this.
Oh my gosh.
Is that hilarious? All right. So before you get
Leave it
kicked out-
in. Leave it in the podcast.
Leave it in. Oh, we're leaving it in.
Yeah.
so-
I hopped the fence at ETH Denver 2024. My name is Brian Guan. But
This is why there's more security. Eat
It was
Denver
great seeing you guys.
2025.
Great to see you too. Grab your water. and grab any noggles or anything else you want. We got stuff.
Oh,
Toady Hawk, come on over. We're going to talk to Matthew, but you're going to roll in too.
Yeah, and Polluter Minds, we've got 8 minutes.
Yeah, put him on. Put him on. And I forget who's next. Polluter Minds is next. Right?
Yeah,
Is that
he's
Polluter Minds?
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. We'll roll him right after 11:30. We got you get 5 minutes, Toady, along with Matthew. So Matthew is building events. We've talked with you before. We've got a couple events that have been using the event app in the frame.
Absolutely.
So our event is GM Farcaster is, and the ETH Denver Farcaster meetup, and that's tomorrow night. And I'm assuming we're full.
We're like multiple times full at this point.
Arrive
It is
early.
so wildly oversubscribed.
So be
yeah.
there early.
Be there early.
Okay.
Yeah,
And what time?
hopefully
It's starting
we'll
at
see what
5?
happens.
Is it 5?
Yeah, it starts
Okay.
at 5.
Starts at 5.
It's more of, I don't know, it's not really a party vibe. Like, it's not going
It's
to
a
be like
meetup.
a rave.
It's a big vibe.
more like a
Like
meetup.
fun. Chill.
But yeah, way oversubscribed.
Yeah.
A lot of recent RSVPs, the people that just found out about it, which is of course going to happen. But
Yep.
should be fun. I think all the OGs are going to be there. So.
Awesome. And it's, it always happens. You get people that are oversubscribed and people don't show up, and it's.
Well, that's
it'll be
kind of
fun.
what I'm hoping is like
Yeah.
there's usually less people that show
Yeah.
up. than
Usually there'll be
RSVP.
people who don't show up, so it'll be fine.
But-
It'll be fine.
We had 800 people for our Nouns event RSVP, and 80 showed up steady through the night. So it was
Yeah.
80 or 800.
80 showed
Wow.
up.
Okay.
But we had 800
800 RSVPs.
RSVP.
Wow.
Yeah. But we could
Okay,
only
yeah.
we had a capacity issue. Like we had 80 capacity, so there was a little bit of a line, but we were able to roll
Wow.
them in and out. So it was
Wow.
fine. It's fine.
We'll see. It should be good. It's going to be a
Alright.
fun time.
Amazing.
Just want to see everyone.
Yeah, we're so
It's
excited you're
been
here.
so long. We haven't met before,
Alright.
but I'm Matthew.
So this is Toady Hawk
I've
from
seen
the
you
Noun
on
Square.
Farcaster.
I've
Yeah.
seen you on Chain. Nice to meet you in person.
on frame.
On frame, on frame, on chain, on frame, on
Online,
chain.
etc.
Yeah.
And Toady, what have you been doing while you've been here at ETH Denver? What's been
Well,
going on with you?
We've been doing lots of Nounish stuff, that's for sure. Let me
Like
do this so
what?
I can actually face you. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's been great. We had an event yesterday called Nouns Funds Creators. It was really great. We went to Mercury Cafe. We had live art by Denver Walls. We had live performance by Leo Pastel, which if you haven't heard his music, it's incredible.
Yeah,
And
that
he
was
releases
amazing.
Releases it all on chain. He's like the on-chain Frank Ocean. So that was really cool.
Love
And we had capacity issue, like you said. We had small venue, intimate venue, only like 100 people max, but it was great. We had people coming and going, and it was like 100 people vibing all night. So that was really great.
And live art.
live art,
Live art.
yeah,
And that
by
was
Denver
amazing.
Walls.
Yep. Denver
Yeah.
Walls. It was amazing. I love the
Brett,
live
Brett
art.
draws stuff. So that was great. We also have an activation here in the Sport Castle over at booth 103. It's a Nouns merch vending machine, which has been pretty fun. People are enjoying that.
Oh, yeah.
You can just basically you connect by a QR code, download a free NFT on Zora, and then with that NFT you can claim a piece of merch.
So you should
from
go
the-
check that out,
from the
man.
vending
If you haven't
machine.
yet.
Some amazing T-shirts that were designed by Frankie Cole Marino. We got some noggles, of course. We've got some pins and other stuff. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing. And I need to go check out the vending machine. They were loading it up yesterday when I was looking at it, so I couldn't check out exactly what's in there. But I gotta go
yeah,
check
shout
that
out UPS for bringing our stuff in the middle of the day on the first day of the show. That was really great for us.
Like, thanks. But
Is
it
there
was
anti sponsors on this thing?
Can you like-
This episode not brought to you
Not
by
brought
UPS,
to you
or at least not on time.
at least on time. Late. Only the late ones are by UPS.
Sorry if I get GM
Oh,
Farcaster
great.
sued.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that.
I am not involved here. I might have been added by a third party.
I don't know. I don't. This is a podcast, and mistakes were made in a podcast I didn't control. Also, I have one little bone to pick with you since I have 4 minutes.
You only have one bone.
just
That's
one
actually
today.
that's a
not
new
bad.
record.
That's not bad, right? Jesse was here earlier,
Okay.
wearing a lovely sweatshirt
Uh-huh.
that
He was
apparently you
looking-
only made 2 of.
It was a 2 of 2. Yep.
2 of 2. So where's mine? Is my
You're my
question.
third request for one, so I don't know. Maybe I'll have to mint a collection. No, I don't know. The funny thing is, I posted on X. He was mentioning about the conference, and I was like, "You're gonna love the super based hoodie I had made for myself." You know, I'm a selfish person, and he was like, "Bro, how do I get one?" So I literally called up my supplier. I was like, "I need another one in large. This is like life or death." And he made.
Oh my god!
and
So
it
you didn't
happened.
even make him want it to begin with. Like you
It was an
actually had to go.
afterthought, but he knew it.
It was
He knew
an
that.
afterthought.
He knew that, so it's okay. But he loves it, which is great because you know when you give someone something and they're like, "Thanks," you don't know. It's like
No,
Christmas.
he's
You don't know
wearing
if they
it.
really like it, but you fucking wore it everywhere. Sorry.
was wearing
Is this a
it.
family show? Yeah.
Everyone keeps saying,
Yeah,
"No,
Christmas
Brian
time.
already broke the seal
Oh,
on that.
I'm
Don't worry
after
about
Brian. I'm good.
it.
Okay,
You're fine."
good.
We already have Brian. It's all good.
Amazing.
But he was wearing it. So you'll see it in this episode. He's wearing that hoodie.
I love it.
And you'll also hear me say, I got a bone to be with Tony Hawk later.
I brought mine too, so we can be like super
Oh, you can be
cringe twinsies later.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. We'll
And
see
and that box, hopefully we can do an opening later. We don't have time to do it right now, but we're gonna try and snag some more space and do an unboxing of the Nouns toys later.
After our panel, we're gonna be on a panel in like 2 hours.
Yep. At
You have a
Gitcoin.
moment to talk about that or no?
I've talked about it like 4 times, but we can talk about it again. But it's also this is gonna air after the panel, but we're going to Gitcoin's event, and we're talking about building community. So Tony and I will both be on that panel, and then later tonight we have, with the Nouns Built Community, we're going to be talking about building community in Nouns.
Then tomorrow,
I'm
going to be on a panel as well about building on-chain communities. So you're sensing a theme.
Which I'm not on that one. I don't know why, but he got on that one. So
I already pulled you into one panel.
I know. Well, you know, you can. It's okay. I'm okay. You know where I'm going to be? I'm going to be singing. Well, maybe. Or I'm going to be eating brunch and singing karaoke. So it's all good.
Everybody from our cohort is eating brunch right now, and I'm a little jealous.
And you're a little jealous.
I mean, I love you guys, but
I
do wish I was
get
eating eggs right now.
I get it. I know. We dragged you here.
Grab a biscuit on your way out.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a very weird party favor, but okay.
Grab
a biscuit on your way out.
We got Noggles, Liquid Death, and a biscuit. There you go.
Help
That's what we
yourself
got
to some
for you.
liquid death and a biscuit.
There you go.
Sounds
That's all
like a
we got.
euphemism for something. I don't know what.
I don't know.
I'm as tired as liquid death and a biscuit right now.
This is going to be the new catchphrase of ETH Denver.
I think so.
There you go. We're going to make it happen. Vonate. If you can make Vonate happen, you can make that.
We're going to make Vonate happen today at the Gitcoin.
Again, yes. If you don't know what Vonate is, it is voting and donating at the same time.
Quadratic voting.
Now
Let's
you
go.
know. Quadratic voting. We need to roll in. We have Polluter of Minds from Pinata about to roll in with us. So we're going to say goodbye to Matthew and Tody right now.
Have fun,
if you
guys.
want to hang close, DF may not be here, or if you want to just hang out.
Well,
But
we can maybe do the
Matthew,
unboxing.
we're gonna ask you to vacate the spot.
I'll get out of your way.
if you don't mind.
Hey,
See
Matthew,
you guys.
grab a biscuit on the way out.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Take 2 if you want.
You can have as many
Actually,
as you like.
biscuits? Is that a?
Yeah.
There's like
on the
cookies.
table.
Yeah, there are.
Oh, that's funny.
Have a
I swear to
Okay.
God. I swear to
Well,
God.
are we gonna be live streaming tomorrow morning? Karaoke stage?
We are not live streaming the karaoke.
Ooh.
Because I feel like
think we
people
should.
will be more comfortable if we're not live streaming it. However, we will record should somebody want to, but I don't want to put the pressure.
As
but
a
however,
fan, I think I want to see the karaoke.
We'll see.
I want-
But Matthew,
fans
you
want
can.
it.
This is how you earn a shirt. Proof of karaoke.
Okay, yeah.
We only have a few.
I'm gonna
Fix it in
my
post.
tomorrow.
We can fix it in post. We can fix it in post.
All right, guys.
All
Thanks for
right.
having me.
Thank you.
Sorry
And
I
if
was
you
late.
want to hang close, we might have
Yeah, I'll hang
our
on.
fourth one may not be here, so
Yeah, I'll hang
our,
out for
our
a
last
bit.
one. So hang out
That sounds
and
good.
have a chair,
Peace.
have a liquid death and a biscuit,
I'm going to see maybe at board games later.
and we'll
You
see
go
you
to
later.
board games?
Board games later. Board games in the tabletop area. It'll be fun. But I have to go to the panel, so I'm gonna miss the board games. I wish I was gonna.
See you soon.
She could do both. We'll see you soon.